player from your club that potentially hasn't played too many games that you think is going to rise and make an impact this year?
Probably later towards back half of the year, I reckon. Ryan Clark, drafted him with our second pick. He looks like he's a really likely type. Played some pre-season games already, and looks like he's set for a big year.
What do you think is the biggest issue ahead of the players this year in 2016?
Our club or in general?
No, in general, in footy.
I'd be just interesting to see how the new cap goes. Experiencing for the first time on the weekend, it was pretty tiring towards the second half. So that's going to be a challenge to be able to get up week in, week out, and to be able to deliver on field. So there's something we'll have to sort of manage and get a better idea on sort of 3 or 4 weeks into the season.
Do you have a prediction about that? How do you think it's going to affect the game?
I think it will just change the way in the second half I think teams play.
Slow it down or speed it up?
I think it will slow it down. I might open it up, but then I think you'll find teams looking just to retain the ball and just chip it around a bit more, and because you sort of go up and back, and it's just going to be hard for guys to be able to go at that pace for the whole game.
We're talking about mids sort of resting forward more. The reverse of that, can you see small forwards having to have a run through the midfield in order for those midfielders to have somewhere to have a spell?
Yeah, definitely. We've already had Lindsay Thomas, who'll come through, Jen Anderson. We'll probably play Sean Higgins a lot more up in the ground. Boomer will run through. So pretty much every one of our small forwards will come through the midfield at some stage. It just means every player is going to have to play another sort of role. So whether that's down forward, whether it's out in the wing, you're just going to have to be as flexible as you can be.
North Melbourne in general, going into round one, you're pretty well placed injury-wise and that sort of thing?
Yeah, we're pretty good actually. I think Sean Higgins is probably the only one who, if there was, I think, a game this weekend, he'd be right to go. So, he had obviously a small clean out a couple of weeks ago, but he's looking in good shape.
How important is it to get off to a good start?
We haven't won a round one for 6 or 7 years now. It'd be great to get a nice start. It's probably something in the last couple of years we've really lacked, and come home really well in the back half of the year. But to give ourselves a great opportunity to consolidate some early wins, definitely makes it easier.
That round one record, does that make you hungrier to get out there and start well?
Yeah, it does. But although everyone gets excited about round one, it's a long year, and if you do lose, you're back up the next week and go out and perform, and you win that, you're probably on the same ledger as half the league. So we'd love to get a win, and Adelaide pumped us over there last year, so we've a bit of revenge.
Goldstein had obviously such a big influence last year. Do you think he's shaping up for another big year?
Yeah, can't see any reason why not. He's fit and healthy, and I think the great thing is he's got such great endurance for a big bloke. So with the way the game's going, with less rotations, he's going to be out in the park for 90-95% of the game again, and he seems to get better as the game goes on. So he'll be really strong, and hopefully we just need to find a key forward that can really back him up, and we'll be looking towards Benny Brown and Majak as the sort of guys that can give him a bit of relief in the ruck.
Majak obviously being elevated, you see some opportunities coming up for him with the change in rotations and the substitute thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think whether he plays round one or not, but he'll get his chance pretty early on. We know what he can do in the ruck. I suppose it's just down forward. If he can really give us a good target, he's going to be a great option for us.
He's been through a lot, Majak. He must have been really pumped to find out that he'd been elevated back onto the senior list.
Yeah, he was. To Majak's credit, he's been really strong through the whole process, and the club's supported him the whole way, and just glad that he's got his chance now to get out there and play with everything, all the off-field dramas out the way, and just focus on hopefully having a good year.
And in terms of his form, he has over the journey been a kind of up and down player. How confident are you, and is he, that he can actually find some consistency?
Oh, we're really confident. It's taken him a long time. He obviously comes from a non-traditional football background, so it's taken him a long time to, I suppose, learn every little bit of the game. But he's shown in patches he can be an outstanding player. That will be his challenge again, but he'll get his opportunity to be able to go and do that.
Prelims the last couple of years, how important is it to step into that top four just to give yourselves the best chance of going further?
Yeah, that'd be the aim really, to try and work ourselves up the ladder. I think You know, we've shown we can win some finals, but to be able to travel 2 weeks in a row and go and win can be really tough. So we'd love to play a home final, but we've got to give ourselves a chance, and it's a long way to get there. But we're hopefully a good start will help with that.